Hey, what's up, Angels fans, and welcome back to Angels Latest, the show where we talk about Halos baseball the way fans actually talk about it, with honesty, frustration, hope, and that constant sense of, how is this still happening? I'm Anthony, and today we're digging into a tough question floating around the baseball world right now. Are the Angels the biggest mess in Major League Baseball? While we're not here to pile on just to pile on, we're here because we care. Tough love. We want to see this franchise turn it around. We want a plan, an identity, and a product on the field that matches the passion inside the stands where we're sitting with our hearts. So let's get into it. Shohei Ohtani, the one that got away. Angels fans, we have to talk about Shohei Ohtani. And I know a lot of us are tired of hearing his name attached to regret. But if we're going to be honest about the state of this team, his story is where it all begins. Shohei Ohtani spent 6 seasons in Anaheim, over 700 games in an Angels uniform. He turned into a global superstar right in front of us, a two-way marvel we'd only ever seen in old black and white footage. As an Angel from 2018 to 2023, Ohtani put up a 274 batting average, a 922 OPS, 171 home runs, 437 RBIs, 86 stolen bases, and 2 unanimous MVP awards. Now in 2023 alone, he had a 304 batting average, 412 on base percentage, a 654 slugging average, 44 home runs, 20 stolen bases. And don't forget, he's also a pitcher. 3.14 ERA on the mound. During that 6-year period, the Angels ranked bottom third in almost every team pitching stat. Team ERA, usually between 23rd and 28th in MLB. Bullpen ERA, among the worst in baseball multiple years. Starters failing to reach 5 innings per start in many of the games. Offensively, outside of Trout and Ohtani, the Angels often ranked in the bottom third. On base percentage, down. Walk rate, down. Clutch hitting, down. Batting average with runners in scoring position, down. While all that was happening, the Angels' record from 2018 to 2023 was 401 wins, 469 losses, 0 playoff appearances. Now let's look at Ohtani with the Dodgers. 120 home runs in 2024 and 25 combined. 250 plus RBIs. Over 300 runs scored. Led the league in OPS, slugging, and also with on-base average. He won a World Series 2 years back to back. Became the first player in MLB history with 50 plus home runs, 50 stolen bases in one season. And he won another MVP award. The Dodgers surrounded him with top 3 pitching staff in ERA, a bullpen ranked first or second in baseball, league leading run differential, an analytic department twice the size of the Angels, and a farm system ranked top 5 every single year. Meanwhile, the Angels farm system recently ranked 28th in MLB, 29th in prospect WAR production, and bottom 3 in pitching development. It shows the gap between two organizations in every structural category. And against the Angels, what did Shohei do? 316 batting average, 5 home runs, 9 RBIs, and 10 runs scored. The Angels kept him in 2023 instead of trading him and got zero in return. That decision could set a franchise back years, and it forces this question. If you can't win with Ohtani and Trout, what's the plan now? All right, let's talk about Kurt Suzuki, a one-year gamble. He's a 16-year veteran, World Series champion, respected catcher, and now the manager of our Halos. He has great qualities. He's handled pitching staffs his entire career, been in multiple winning clubhouses, spent the past few years as a special assistant with the Angels, and widely respected by the players. But he is a first-time manager on a one-year contract and the sixth Angels manager in 8 seasons. That is not stability. The GM for the Angels even said Suzuki is tied to him. Both of them essentially coaching for their jobs after 10 straight losing seasons. And if you recall, I don't even think Suzuki was their first pick. We kept hearing grumblings of Albert Pujols. Talks with Albert were getting stronger. Just wondering when Albert heard, "You're only getting 1 year, buddy." He said, "No, thank you. That's being disrespectful to me and my legacy," and he decided to walk. So now we have Kurt Suzuki, and what does he inherit? The Angels are ranked 28th in ERA, 27th in WHIP, 30th in walks allowed, 25th in bullpen ERA. Suzuki inherits the hardest pitching staff in baseball to fix. He also inherits a roster with Trout aging, no established ace, and multiple young players needing development. So what we need to see under Suzuki: identity, what type of baseball do the Angels play? 2, pitching development. Can he raise a bottom tier staff? And 3, young player development. The future depends on it. All right, let's talk about the facility issues, the AC and beyond. I know it sounds like a silly story, right? But let's listen to the details. The pitcher for the Angels, Kikuchi, said he warmed up all season long, suffering in a hot, humid weight room. No AC, drenched in sweat, humid, suffocating. And he asked for it to be fixed multiple times, and nothing happened. He even left a late season game because of dehydration and directly blamed the training conditions. Kevin Pillar, former baseball player, added that the Angels were far behind other clubhouses, mentioning outdated hot tubs, poor gym layout, and lack of modern player amenities. Angel Stadium is now one of the oldest parks in MLB with fewer upgrades than most modern ballparks, and players notice. Free agents notice too. Studies show that 73% of Major League ball players say facilities influence where they sign. 66 say organizational reputation is a major factor. So it doesn't sound too silly when you talk about air conditioning, especially when it's affecting a player's health, performance, and potential wins on the field. All right, now we're going to talk about one very tough and unfortunate piece of news for the Angels, and that's with the Tyler Skaggs tragedy. In 2019, Tyler Skaggs died on a road trip from a fentanyl-laced opioid. Team staffer Eric Kay was convicted and is serving 22 years for the death. The Skaggs family alleges the Angels were negligent and should have known more. Now, the impacts of this: trust in the organization, free agent decisions, and player safety culture. And combined with everything else, Ohtani's departure, managers cycling through, facilities issues, this tragedy contributes to the narrative that the Angels lack stability at the deepest levels. All right, so today we covered the Ohtani era and what slipped away. Kurt Suzuki's one-year test. facility issues impacting player experience, and the ongoing impact of the Skaggs tragedy. Being an Angels fan is hard, but we're still here. We still believe in this franchise and they can turn it around with the right vision and investment. So tell me, what do you think is the biggest issue holding the Angels back? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'll be taking a look and even replying and even addressing them here on our next show, possibly. Now, if you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss Angels Latest. I'm Anthony, and as always, go Halos!